Don't miss TRC's Streetcar Armageddon race event at Bradenton Motorsports Park, April 6, 2019.
Alright guys, Nick from TRC here with Nate and Demon Performance, builders of the Suspect 2.0 Jeep. Why don't you run us through the build, Nate?
Hey Nick, how's it going? First of all, this was a really crazy setup to begin with. The guys at Van Drake, if anybody follows any of the want to go fast, Speed Addicts racing, they've seen this thing go 180 miles an hour in its previous form. They were ready to go 200, that was their goal. It's been the goal since day one. When they brought it to us, we let them know that it was going to have to be a drastic change in scope of the build if they were going to hit those kind of numbers. So to start, I guess we can work our way from the back to the front. It has a Western 9-inch differential with a strange Pro HD aluminum case, and we're running a Paramount transfer case and a Paramount Super Pro transmission with the trans brake, because we do also race quarter mile, and we do launch off the trans brake out here too to build boost on the line. Moving up forward, it's a 420 cubic inch Demon TKM 6.1 based Hemi. It's still a Gen 3 Hemi iron block, Windberg billet crank, custom Carrillo rods, custom diamond pistons. What sits on the top there is a custom CNC billet intake manifold. At this point, it's the only one on this one, and a set of VTEC custom heads. We feed the thing with a 4 Innovations level 4 triple fuel pump setup. We run E98, and it's just the biggest thing for us is volume, getting the turbo to spool, and keeping the temps down. So that's huge for us. Moving around to the front, originally the turbo kit on this Jeep was built by Stage 6 out of Jacksonville, and that featured a Gen 1 Precision 88mm, and we ran out of steam on that unit at the Ocala event last year. We kept feeding it CO2 and 30 pounds. That was it. That's all we could get out of it. So modified the kit, changed the wastegate setup, obviously ran the exhaust through the hood, and that is a new Precision Gen 2 XPR 94mm Pro Mod. And the last run you just saw is resetting the standing world record at 193 miles an hour.
Awesome, man, that's killer.
That was on 25 pounds of boost. So we got more to go. We're gonna let it cool off, and we're gonna take it back out there. Some of the other things that are unique to this build, the guys at Van Drake had one of their friends fabricate an entire aero package for the underside of the car, so it's completely covered. Because these things are realistically built like a truck. It's a 4-link system in the back. Fuel tank sits over to the driver's side, so you have huge air pockets under there, and it's just a mess when you get up over 180 miles an hour. It's all over the place. So there's obviously that. We've gutted the interior. All the doors are covered in carbon fiber, but the thing is still street legal. It's got headlights, it's got tail lights, it's got turn signals, still got glass in the windshield, which is obviously that major requirement. So roll the front windows up and down. I drive it on the street every now and then. We kind of babysit this thing in-house. So whenever there's a Cars and Coffee local, we take it out and let everybody check it out. It's really cool to see something like this that can still drive on the street. The engine management system is still the factory Mopar PCM and factory Mopar TCM. I'd like to give a quick shout out to a couple of guys that help us do that. Obviously the tuner, Jersey Boy. He's just done a phenomenal job with this thing. Literally, once the tuning process was done, we just give it boost. Feed it, it's happy.
It's happy.
And the tuning is just on point. You can't kick that. Another shout out I want to send is to Hemi Tuner, AJ, in New York. He allowed us to unlock the PCM for us as far as removing the security, so we can run the push button start with the race car style setup on the inside without having a key. This thing does have a completely proprietary wiring harness. Essentially what we did was we started with factory wiring harness and, for lack of better term, started from all of the pigtails and worked our way back. So we ordered all new pigtails for knock sensors, crank position sensor, cam position sensor, coils, injectors, all of that, coolant temp sensor, throttle body. Ordered the pigtails and then wired back to the back of the car where the PCM is now located. So with that being said, I think that's about the gist of everything here. Obviously this thing is nuts, and 200 is where we're headed. You know, that is the be all end all goal, and we hopefully on the next pass we'll make it happen.
That's awesome, man. It seems super capable of hitting that number, so I hope to see it.
It definitely is. I think it's we're obviously fighting the battle of physics here. There's a point where that really comes into play. It's got the aerodynamics of a minibar. So, and not only that, it's not light. It's not light. With bin in it, it weighs 4,600 pounds. So we've got the, no pun intended, the weight of the world against us, and we just have to make it up with power. So like I said, hopefully this next run we'll make another adjustment, turn it up, and let her eat.
Hell yeah, man. Sounds great.
So what I want to do now is introduce Ben Van Hook. He's the driver and co-owner of the Van Drake Racing Suspect 2.0, and he'll give you a little idea of his motivation and scope for the build.
Okay, so we started out with just SRT8 Jeep. We had an 88mm turbo on it. We went out to Want to Go Fast. We went 160, then 170, topped out at 180. And we knew at that point we had to change gearing. Actually, our next run out, we blew the first motor. We got hooked up with Demon at Modern Street Hemi, and they thought we were crazy. We said we want to make the baddest Jeep build out there, but we want to keep it where it can go back to the street. We put the seats back in, do YouTube videos, or go get groceries. So we started out, we changed the 307 gears. We still had the 88mm turbo. We realized pretty fast we're going to stop at 191, 192. So Precision Turbo, they were nice enough to sponsor us. We got the 94 XPR. So now we think we're where we need to be to go 200, 25 pounds of boost. We're at 193. We're gonna get there, we're getting ready to turn it up. The one thing I would like to give a shout out to, one of our fallen racers, Jeff Hageman. Me and him raced a lot at Streetcar Takeover, Want to Go Fast, just tons of events, and it was really sad to lose him down in New Orleans. I was there. It was hard going home that day. It was hard. I mean, it's still hard today. So we like to let the Hageman family know we're still thinking about them. We still have the utmost respect. He was a great racer, probably the best driver I've been around. And to all the Hageman family, you're in our hearts and our prayers. I'd like to give a shout out to Ron Eworth. He's with Vision. He helped us getting out of the gate. He's been a great help all along. And Kit Hawk, he helped us coming out too. Without them, we wouldn't have been here and we wouldn't have taken it to the next level. Everybody on the Van Drake Racing team, we went all over the country. They followed us. Ben Kozepski, Josh Brown, Kit Hawk, Ron Eworth, and Josh Drake, of course, my partner and co-owner of the Jeep. I would also like to give a shout out to my wife who lets me race. Without her, I couldn't do this. She's an inspiration behind it, and she goes everywhere with us. She's the most beautiful woman in the world. So, thank you, honey.